Today is Tuesday, March 31st, 2020. I am Julie Hankinson, and this is the view out my window. Well, I tried to get back on the exercise bandwagon today. Just 4 minutes, the entire length of Katy Perry's Roar, and I was winded. So, all this inside shelter in place is definitely taking its toll on me. At least I used to, get some stair climbing at work, but I have not been doing anything but sitting around knitting, and I have got to get my a little more activity included in my life. So I was looking at some different 2-week introductory personal training things, and so we'll see where I go with this. Right now I'm just trying to get through another 4 minutes of Roar. That is an excellent song to just do some basic workout with. So very empowering, a little dated, but definitely have to get the blood circulating. And it's hard to do whenever you're in a small place. I mean, I realize that some people have smaller apartments than I do, and so they're even more challenged trying how to get some aerobic activity going without really irritating the neighbors downstairs. So anyway, definitely looking at, the stock market went up last night, and oh my gosh, you're wrong. This was the bottom and all that. Well, let me remind you that during our last bear markets, the bottom dropped, and then we had rallies of 20% twice, and we were still in a bear market, and that still was not the bottom. So if you're going to do some day trading and try and do the bottoms and the tops on the way down, more power to you. But I was just trying to give you a warning yesterday that the fact is, this is not the bottom, and we are not going to see the bottom until early next year, because, as I said, we will see, if history repeats itself, which it normally does on these types of things, we'll see at least one, if not two, usually two, 20% market surges before we test a new bottom. So just FYI, if you're holding on, please just, do what Warren Buffett is doing and just hold on to your cash now, because frankly, we all believe, and disclaimer, I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. It is me sharing my opinion. But I would go with Warren Buffett on this, and definitely have a large cash stockpile. And this, I believe, is not the bottom. I believe that this is one of two 20% upside swings, and that, again, we are not going to see a new bottom until next year. Now, that doesn't mean that we're not going to try and test it, because obviously there is a lot of emotion swirling around, and between the emotion and the Fed pumping more money in, our stock market is just up and down and all over the place. And I saw another, big driver saying, oh, April, is going to be the month that we're going to see the real estate market bottom out. Again, this is only the beginning. We are actually going to see a real total takedown of the real estate market. And we will see prices just plummet. But it's not going to happen now, because right now they are trying to find a way to support the real estate market. Admittedly, in the retail real estate market, we have all of the big stores refusing to pay their rent because they are trying to conserve their cash resources because they're not open. They're not making any money. That said, we are going to have a really big situation with the people that own the real estate, whether it's the banks or whether it's an REIT, a real estate investment trust. And so we're going to have some serious defaults, restructuring, refinancing. So yes, there's going to be turmoil, but this is not the bottom. This is not where you're looking to do some heavy-duty purchasing. Right now, if I were to share with my best friend, I would say conserve your cash. Definitely try and stick to a budget, because you're going to need this cash. You're going to be very happy that you saved it, because last time in 2008, got a brand new, beautiful home for half price. And what happened was a builder had gone bankrupt. And of course, the bank did take possession of the properties. And my firstborn clued me in that there were 6 properties available. And he and his wife each bought one, and I bought one. And those were very good investments because they were brand new properties, close to $250,000 and each, and we got them for half price. So you will see 50% off bargain sales coming. The question is, will you have money, the cash, in order to put down a down payment? Because we only had to put down a down payment. We didn't have to pay for the whole thing. There are going to be really great opportunities out there, but you need to plan ahead. And again, there will be stocks that are really good, blue chip stocks that you can purchase for half off of what they are right now. So again, we are looking for another 50% off, in this market, in the stock market. I am looking to make those purchases probably in the early part of 2021. But I'm not looking to purchase a property until the following year. I'll definitely be looking. It might even be the year after that. But I will buy another fabulous property, and I will buy it at 50% or even 80% off, because it is going to be, it will take that long for the banks to process, And for right now, the banks are going to try and add the payments. At least this is what I've heard, is that several of the banks will be trying to add payments to the back end. So yes, you can get if you work with them, sometimes you can get 1 or 3 months off of not paying your mortgage payment, and they'll just add them to the back side. That way they don't lose any money, and it gives you time to, hopefully weather this storm a bit. But this is, again, it's hearsay. It's what I've heard. Also, we can expect to receive another relief payment from the government. We don't know when it will be, but it is quite obvious that the financial situation is tanking massively. And they've already allocated the $1,200 per person. Of course, you have to already be paying tax. So we will see what is happening and how it evolves, because I think we all can agree that this situation is definitely changing on a daily basis. I did see that for people who have the resources, who want to make, personal individuals who want to make contributions, you can go over the 60% this year. So they are really encouraging people to make donations. I know that the North Texas Food Bank is actually quadrupling any donation that you make because they have an anonymous donor who is going to quadruple any donations. So individuals, I think it's pretty much unlimited this year as far as donations, and then writing them off. But again, you have to itemize your taxes to get the charity write-off. If you're not itemizing your taxes, you are not going to see a tax benefit for that. Let's see, even companies get to make contributions. I'm not sure exactly of that amount, but I think it did double. So, there are opportunities to help your neighbor, to help others. You can do it from your computer. You can do it just by making a phone call or texting them to, help out that poor extrovert who's banging off the walls. Some of us are introverts, and we're perfectly happy just being inside and trying to figure out how we're going to get our exercise. Where the extroverts, they're the ones that really need that online karaoke going for them 24/7. So these are just some thoughts. Don't be misled by the media. They're dealing with the information that they are given also. So, even for them, the situation is evolving in real time. I have seen some financial analysts saying, well, I have to retract what I said last week because it's already evolved again. So please make sure that whoever you're viewing or listening to, that you are getting the latest up-to-date information, because, again, our situations are evolving on a minute-by-minute basis. So I hope that you all are doing well, that you are finding a way to exercise in your homes, you're eating healthy food. Do remember to wash your hands and to take the time to contact someone this week, or maybe every day, and just, let them know that you're thinking of them, and check in on their well-being. And we hope to see you all, hear you all again tomorrow at this time. And please do share. Please do hit that subscribe button, and definitely please comment. I would love to hear from you all. Y'all take care and wish you a good night.